Okay, come on, let's go.
Did you find it?
Finally.
What is it?
Something you use to scoop spaghetti out of boiling water.
I got one of those. It's called a husband. Don't you think this hat makes me look just like Princess Diana?
Nope, let's go to sportswear. I still have to get Kelly's birthday present.
Well, slow down, would you?
I can't. I've got to be at the office by 11.
It's Saturday.
It's pro bono Saturday. Graham's out of town. It's just me and Odessa.
The tortoise and the hare.
Exactly. And I will not be late for my 5 o'clock cooking class.
Cooking class, shopping, pro bono Saturday. And then a birthday party for your best friend's daughter. I'm exhausted already.
What kinds of things do 15-year-old girls like, anyway?
Boys.
What floor are they on?
Get her a CD.
But what? I don't want to give a 90s version of Frankie Avalon. She'll never want to be my friend.
Look, just as long as it has smashing or bruised in the title, she's yours forever.
7:30 tonight, right?
Yes, and please don't be late. I might need some help keeping those hormone-ravaged teenagers from having sex on my front lawn.
Can I bring anything?
Pepper spray.
Any day now, I will hear you say goodbye, my love, and you'll be on your way. In my wild, beautiful world, you will outflow. It isn't now. I'll be gone alone.
You are absolutely right. Oral contracts can be binding.
All I know is he told me I had the job, and now somebody else is doing it.
I'll try to get an injunction, hold the project till the court can make a determination.
I sure appreciate this, Miss Jackson. I'm trying to get my own business going, you know, get my life together. I promise I'll pay you next time.
Let's hope there isn't a next time. Odessa, can you work all day?
As long as my feet don't swell.
Elevate them. I really need you. I have got to get out of here by 4:30.
I know you were raised to have the faith of a mustard seed, honey, but it's already 11:30.
Let's get moving.
But I don't care that he grabbed the man's ass at the water cooler. All I care about is that he got the job and I didn't.
Do you and the other man have the same qualifications?
In or out of bed.
Are you sure this is enough food?
Look, if we start to run low, all we do is cut each sandwich into 4 little pieces. That's what Jesus did when he fed that 5,000 people and only had 2 loaves of bread.
It was 6, and he served fish, too.
Tuna salad. I read all about it in the book of Matthew.
You're crazy.
And nobody went home hungry. And psychologically it works, see, because nobody would be so uncouth to take 4 sandwiches at once.
Fire brigade! Help! Well, I'm not hungry. Geez, these are small. So, I told all the neighbors that you were having a party, and not to worry because...
Because everybody knows the rules. The party's over at 11. No loud music, alcohol, drugs, or cigarettes. This means you too, Mom.
How did those get in there?
And promise you won't embarrass me and walk through the living room every 5 minutes.
Well, how many kids are coming anyway?
I've been meaning to talk about that.
Kelly?
Well, I invited 25.
We can handle that shit.
I don't think she's finished yet.
It's just that, well, when Susie Newberry had a party last month, she only invited 25 people, too.
And?
Well, over 100 showed up. And I'm a lot more popular than Susie.
Yeah.
Ready for the next one?
Send them in. Then call the Mayos and see if they have dried shiitakes.
Sure what?
Shiitakes, they're mushrooms. I need a pound. How many people still waiting?
5.
Have them deliver.
Mm-hmm. Looks like your mustard seed paid off. You're gonna make it after all. Here are your mushrooms. $16 a pound. Honey, we are in the wrong business.
Odessa, these aren't shiitakes.
All they had were portobellos. Well, just mushrooms, aren't they?
Right. They're just mushrooms.
Excuse me, Miss Jackson.
Sorry, honey, we're closed.
I didn't think I needed an appointment.
It's just late. I could see you on Monday.
Someone at school threatened my son.
Well, if it's a school situation, it's probably best you speak with his principal.
No. You see, Nevis, that's my boy. He saw a gun in the locker next to his.
Oh, well, then there's no question to report this to the police.
No! Larry Hubert, the boy with the gun, said that he would empty it in Nevis's back if he told anyone about it. No, he's afraid to go to school, not that I would let him go anyway. He's only 14. Please.
I'll lock up. Come on in. Tell me everything. She's a single mom, works all day.
What school is it?
Lathrop. It's okay, say it. Thank God it isn't Kelly or Davis's school.
Hey, scary stuff.
I've been trying to reach the principal all day. If I don't hear from him, I am definitely going down there first thing Monday morning.
Marshall just asked me to the concert. I mean, they said he would, but I wasn't sure, but he did. I mean, oh, it's just crazy enough to die.
Razor?
From the Latin meaning cool.
When are we gonna meet this Marshall guy?
She hasn't introduced you yet?
Ken Starr had better luck getting that dress out of Monica Lewinsky's closet.
We don't even know what he looks like.
Come on, sneak a peek.
She said he played football. I'm gonna kill him.
Collier, sit down before you do something stupid. You think this is funny?
I'm sorry.
He had his hand on my daughter's breast.
I'm gonna kill him, I am.
Oh, come on. You two were making out in the bushes when you were 11 years old.
That was different.
Why?
Where do you think you're going?
To see if anybody's hungry.
Oh, no, you don't. I'll do it. Want some dip? Silly boy.
What's he doing now? Trying to touch her boobies. Let me see. Ow! Ow!
Oh, you evil little twerp!
Do you think Teresa's gonna tell your mom we were spying on her? Are you crazy? I hate history reports. I love history. It's always the same old story, like when President Lincoln got shot at the Ford dealership. It was a theater. I like writing stories. You can make anything happen to anybody. My hand's cramping up. Hey, let's play cops and robbers. You're not a cop, Emmy, and I'm not a robber. Oh, come on. Hide behind Davy Crockett's tree before I kill you. All right. This isn't fair, Emmy. Come on, give me a head start. Pow! Bang, pow, bang, bang, bang! Bang, pow! Pow, 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 pow! Bang, 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 pow! Bang! Ray! Oh, Ray!
Better?
Uh-huh.
How long has your tummy been hurting you?
Just a day or two. Thought it was all the chocolate cake I ate at Aunt May's birthday.
It wasn't the cake, honey. What happened is you got your gift.
My gift?
Hmm? A gift that God gives only to women. It's called your period. And it's gonna last almost a week.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And from now on, it's gonna happen every month. Means that you're a woman now. But we'll talk more about that later. And we can read some books together. That way, if you have any questions, I'll be right there to answer them.
Thanks, Mama. What?
It's just that this happened a lot sooner than I expected. That's all.
Wouldn't have happened at all if Emmy and I weren't playing cops and robbers.
Oh, of course it would. Today was just your time, that's all.
And playing cops and robbers isn't a womanly thing to do.
At least not for the rest of the week.
Emmy only wants to do boy things. She doesn't want to be a woman like me.
She'll get there too, darling. All in God's time.
I'm glad I'm finally a young woman, Mama.
This is a special time for mother and daughter. I'm so glad we could talk about this together.
Why do you think she's in such a hurry to grow up?
Like you weren't? Look, you can still have that talk with her, that mother-daughter chat thing.
Yes, Collier, I'll do the hard part, and you can still be the best daddy in the whole wide world.
Good. I think that would be best.
Morning. Oh, isn't it a beautiful day?
It's raining.
So, what did you think of Marshall?
Kelly, don't you think Marshall's a little old for you?
I knew you'd say that.
Kelly, you don't understand. Boys that age only have one thing on their mind. For example, what is this?
An orange?
No. To a teenage boy, it's a breast. And this?
Mother!
It's a breast, Kelly. Breast. 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 It's all they have on their mind, and you have 2 of them. So stand guard and claim your ground. Protect your womanhood, and know that between the ages of 13 and 147, a man really isn't interested in knowing the true sisterhood spirit self. That is you. So don't give it away. You got that?
Got it. Oh, but I still think he is the coolest guy on earth.
Well, before you pick out your china, could you go toss out the paper plates in the living room?
Oh.
Trash bag. Living room.
But, Mom, girls mature earlier than boys. That's why I need an older man.
Like I need a heart attack.
The other guys seem like babies next to him.
Where did this beer bottle come from?
Mom, I don't know, I swear.
Think.
I didn't see anyone drinking.
It was your responsibility to see.
But, Mom, I really didn't.
You knew the rules and you broke them.
Don't tell me you and Daddy never broke the rules and got drunk.
This isn't about Daddy and me.
Who brought the alcohol, Kelly?
I don't know.
Well, maybe going to your room will jar your memory. You're grounded.
Why? God, that's not fair. Daddy?
Don't even try it.
What about the concert?
There ain't gonna be any concert.
Oh, you can't do that.
I can and I did. Go to your room. What?
Nothing.
Just half a cup or I'll be up all night. I'm meeting with Nevis school principal first thing in the morning.
French vanilla or hazelnut almond?
You going gourmet on me?
Hey, it's the ozone, I swear.
Mom, can I talk to you?
I'm not changing my mind, Kelly.
It was just one bottle, Mom. And besides, Marshall asked me to the concert before it happened.
No.
Do you think it's fair, Renee?
Well, if you were my daughter,
Which she isn't.
I'd expect you to do as I say.
But, Mom,
No. Go to your room.
you don't even listen to me anymore.
How long is she grounded?
3 weeks.
Over one bottle of beer?
Yes, over one bottle of beer.
Come on, Emmy. We've done the same things. Do you remember that horrible slow gin fizz punch you made in Grandma Otis's basement? We were sick for days, but we survived, didn't we?
We were lucky, and if you don't believe that, just talk to any mother who's lost a child to drunk driving.
One bottle of beer.
That's how it starts. Just one bottle of beer. What about that time that freight train missed us by what? 2 feet? Because we were drinking and thought we could beat it in the car. Another 2 seconds, and we would all have been killed.
You're overreacting.
If I have to overreact to keep my child alive, I will.
Emmy?
I'm doing what I think is best, okay? Please stay out of this, all right? No advice.
Okay.
Lovely to be a woman, the wait was well worthwhile. How lovely to wear mascara and smile a woman's smile. How lovely to have a figure round instead of flat.
Yes?
Whenever you hear boys whistle,
Mom said I could come and visit.
they're whistling.
Okay. But just for a while. So, what you got all over your mouth? Lipstick. Women wear it to look pretty. So, how you feeling? My stomach hurts and I have a pretty bad headache. Sorry you're still feeling bad. Mama named hers. What you gonna call yours? It's my period. It doesn't need a name. It's a beautiful gift that's gonna be with me for a long time. Auntie Lulu's lasted until her ovals dried up like raisins. Thanks for visiting, Emmy. Maybe we can talk tomorrow. Right now, I need my womanly rest. Don't you want to go exploring? I've changed. I can't do boy things with you anymore, Emmy. Guess I'll see you later, Renee. Bye.
She just stood there like she was invited or something. Oh, I thought she'd never leave.
Kelly, I want to talk to you.
I'm late for class.
Now.
I'll see you guys later.
You put me in a really horrible position last night.
I didn't mean for you to see me.
But I did see you, and you knew I saw you, and you did it anyway. What did you expect me to do? If I tell your mother, I get you in trouble. If I don't tell your mother, I get me in trouble.
She doesn't have to know.
So you want me to lie to my best friend?
No.
Then what would you have me do?
This has nothing to do with you and Mom.
You made it about your mom and me the moment you did it in front of me.
She doesn't even listen to me. Do you think she was right?
I'm not going to go there with you, Kelly.
I promise I won't do it again. Please don't tell her.
Every bone in my body tells me I'm making a mistake. All right, I won't tell her. But you must never put me in that position again.
Yes, ma'am.
I tried doing something nice for her, huh? It just might ricochet back.
Enter with glee.
You know anything about what's in the oven?
It's Kelly.
You're roasting Kelly for dinner? I know she's been a naughty girl, but don't you think that's a bit severe?
I'm glad to see you got your sense of humor back.
Renee gave me an ear bending. You think I'm being unreasonable?
I think you're the best mother in the whole wide world.
In other words, you think I'm being unreasonable?
I don't know. This is the first time we've had a 15-year-old.
You're getting awful soft, considering you watch a 17-year-old tight end play connect the dots on your daughter's right breast.
Yeah, well, sugar, the clock is ticking. Sex is gonna happen.
But not in our living room, and not until she's 40.
Yeah.
So, you believe her?
I don't think she knew anything about that beer bottle until she saw it in the hot little hands of the best mother in the whole wide world.
So beer is okay, and we should just let her skip off into the sunset without a second thought, learning nothing from this experience.
I also think it can be a good experience knowing that your parents believe you when you tell the truth.
Ouch.
Hey, come on, Shug. Besides, that beer could have been one of ours.
I thought about that. It was a green bottle from Germany. Ours come in aluminum cans from Milwaukee.
Ooh, just so, Grasshopper.
Kelly? Would you come down here? Your dad and I want to see you. You want to do this, or should I?
I think you're doing fine.
Yeah. I've been thinking about your grounding, and I've come to the conclusion that I wasn't thinking.
Yeah?
So your dad and I have decided that you can go to the concert with Big Ben.
Thank you. You won't be sorry, I promise. Thank you.
But just the concert, and you have to be home by midnight.
But all the kids are going to the movies tomorrow night.
Without you.
Mom!
Don't push your luck on this, Kel.
The rest of the grounding continues as agreed, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
And one more thing. I didn't change my mind because you threw a chicken in the oven. I changed my mind because I was wrong, sort of.
Whatever.
Why is it so hard?
Well, maybe it'd help. Remember when we were kids.
Oh, come on, I'm trying to forget it. If I do remember it, I wouldn't let her out of her room until she's old enough to collect Social Security.
Oh, come on, Shug.
Think about it. Us jumping off Larson's Cliff into the reservoir.
Naked in the middle of the night.
We ought to both be dead.
Thank God we ain't.
Hey, Collier. I wanna marry you.
Hey, Mary Elizabeth. I wanna.
Oh, Collier, do you think you can get your daddy's station wagon Friday night?
Mary Elizabeth, your mama sees us in that car. She'll ground you.
Oh, don't remind me.
You, my woman.
How was the game?
There was no game.
Did you win?
Didn't play.
What was the score?
You're not listening to me.
I'm sorry, honey.
Didn't play because Renee couldn't come. Yesterday, she started bleeding all over the place.
Oh, my.
She says it's because she became a woman.
Oh. Well, yes, it is all about being a woman. It's called menstruation.
Why do they call it a men's station? It's about being a woman.
No, dear. Menstruation. Let's look it up in the dictionary, shall we? M-E-N. As here it is. Menstruation. The periodic discharge of blood and mucosal tissue from the uterus, occurring approximately monthly from puberty to menopause in non-pregnant women and other primate female species. Understand?
No, I don't understand. I've left you 12 messages this weekend. Why haven't you returned my call?
Well, I didn't know it was about a gun, okay? But, maybe Nevis told his mother all this because he only heard about it. Maybe he didn't really see it.
He told her he saw the gun in Larry Huber's gym bag. Why are you so resistant to this?
Because I have a school board to answer to, and if I search Larry Huber's locker, I'm risking a lawsuit for this school, not to mention myself.
I am relieved to see that you are so concerned about the safety of your students.
Well, of course I'm concerned. I am well aware of what's going on these days. Kids shooting each other just because someone looks at them wrong?
Then do what I'm suggesting. Recent case law says that students don't have expectation of privacy in their lockers. Tell them that you started an anti-gun program and that all lockers will be searched. Huber won't know that Nevis talked, and Nevis will be safe.
I'll make a few calls, get things moving.
Good.
You know, I was 12. Lonnie Jones called me a sissy. I broke his nose. Principal called my father, congratulated him. Today I'd be arrested for assault and battery.
We live in a different time.
You know, if kids were really smart these days, they wouldn't get guns. They'd get law degrees.
What's making you so nuts? Pick up the phone and say I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry.
Then don't call.
Then I'll just keep stewing because I know I'm right and she's wrong. But what makes me really crazy is that she thinks she's right and I'm wrong. It's too late to call now anyway.
It's too late to call now anyway. Besides, why should I say I'm sorry? She's the one who's wrong.
How many times do I have to tell you, Renee?
I know. You
can be right or you can be happy.
Hey. Whoa. Slow down. Okay? Yeah, no. It's all right. I'll be there.
Mary Elizabeth.
Kelly.
I thought you called your mother.
I changed my mind. This is my attorney.
She and 3 of her friends were pulled over for drunk driving.
Where are the others?
Home with their parents. The driver's still waiting for his to post bail.
Release her into my custody. I'm a friend of the family's, at least for now. I'm also an attorney. She told you the truth about that.
You got a bar card? I'll get the paperwork together.
You could have been killed. Do you know that?
We weren't going that.
Killed! Drinking is one thing, but getting into a car...
I only had one beer.
It doesn't matter how many you had. You either drank or you didn't.
You're not going to tell Mom, are you?
Kelly, we have already had this discussion.
Don't kill me.
I would too. And don't you start crying, because it's not going to do any good.
I don't know why I got in the car with those guys.
Well, maybe your mother will have some answers. I'm taking you home.
No, they'll never let me out of the house again.
Good.
You don't know how she gets.
Oh, come on, Kelly. Give your mother a break.
Oh, give your mother a break, Kelly. Don't do that to your brother, Kelly. You know your father has a bad back, Kelly. The world isn't here for your convenience, Kelly.
Ready?
1 minute.
Even when I try and do stuff right, you know, the way I think she wants me to, so she won't get mad, I screw it up anyway. I try, Renee. I really do.
Kelly, you just got stopped for being in a car with a bunch of kids who were drinking. That's not trying.
If you just take me home, I can get into the house.
Now you want me to look the other way while you sneak into the house. No!
Please, don't tell my mother.
I'm not going to tell your mother, Kelly. You are. Come on. Clean yourself up before you go home.
Flatten the tissue like this. How it won't get all over your fork. What's so funny? Look. Looks okay to me. You put on too much. Told you to use the mirror instead of that can of night crawlers. You were hogging the mirror. Here, take it off. Let me show you how to do it right. Just because you got your period, you think you know everything. I know how to put rouge on without smearing it all over my face. So what? Can't see it on the colored skin anyway. You just don't like making yourself pretty, that's all. What's this? My How to Be a Woman kit. I got it with my first box of pads. Hey, this will make a great slingshot. Give that back. What other horse crap's in here? Hey, let's play pin the tail on the jackass. Now you've ruined it. I'm going home. Never had your period, so you don't know what you're talking about. I was just joking. Being a woman isn't nothing to joke about, Mary Elizabeth.
It was a gas. His hand would get like 3 inches from my right one, and then I'd push it off. I swear his heart almost stopped 100 times. It was hysterical.
Risa.
I'm on the phone, Squirt.
How'd you get your period?
My what?
You know, your monthly.
Oh, my God. I think my little boy sister just started a period. You didn't, did you, Squirt? I mean, what are you, like 4?
I'm 10.
I'll call you back. You're much too young for your life to be over. Tell me you didn't start.
No, Renee did. How'd you start?
It was August. Hot. I was in the pool with Johnny McDonald wearing the cutest little Jansen one-piece. When all of a sudden, the water turned red, just like that scene with Charlton Heston in the Ten Commandments, and all the boys started yelling, "Shark attack, shark attack!" I jumped out of the pool and ran all the way home. It was the worst day of my life.
Renee calls it her gift.
Who's she been talking to? Santa Claus? It's a horror. The worst stomach ache of your life. Your head and legs pound in pain, and you retain gallons of water. Even your breasts hurt.
I don't care. Just tell me how I can get it.
Well, you know that pogo stick in the garage? What you have to do is jump up and down on that thing 500 times.
How come?
To get the flow started, silly. Hey, Spaz.
What?
500 jumps. Even if you fall on 499, you have to start all over again.
How stupid could you get?
This is all Marshall's doing, wasn't it? I'm going over there. Where's that kid live?
If anybody's going over there, it's going to be the 3 of us.
Oh, my God.
Oh, what, you'd be embarrassed?
Kelly, honey, why'd you do this?
I didn't know we were going to drink.
Oh, so what you're saying is they tied you up and poured it down your throat? I don't think so.
Mom, will you please just listen to me for once? I didn't get caught on purpose. I'm sorry.
You have no idea how sorry you're going to be, young lady.
God!
Where are you going?
To my room! We're out!
Good.
I told you it wouldn't work!
I'll go talk to her.
Thank you for bringing her home.
You okay?
My 15-year-old daughter just got arrested and called my best friend instead of me to bail her out. No. I'm not okay.
You got so drunk at the senior prom, you drove your car off the road into an electrified fence.
Tell me you didn't tell her that.
I told her that we had a hard time growing up. Emmy, you were wild at 15.
This isn't about me at 15.
This is exactly about you at 15. You were out of control. That's why you can't talk to her.
I talked to Kelly.
You talk at her. There's a big difference. You police her so much because you do understand her. You don't want her to make the same mistakes that you did.
Well, I'd say she's well on her way.
Yesterday, Kelly told me that she...
Yesterday? When did you talk to her yesterday?
I went to see her at her school.
Why?
Because I saw her sneak out of the house the other night when you told her to go to her room.
What?
I know. I should have told you.
You bet your ass you should have told me. My God, Renee, whose side are you on anyway?
It isn't about sides, Emmy.
Why didn't you call me and tell me to come down and get my own daughter?
Because I was trying to help.
I've already lost one child.
And you're gonna lose another one if you don't stop being a cop and start being a mother.
You certainly know an awful lot about mothering, considering you've never been one.
You are such a bitch.
Was I a nightmare as a little girl?
Oh, you had dreams. But I don't believe any of them were particularly unpleasant. Now, this would be dawning on you.
Looks like Laura Ashley threw up on me.
Well, I think it's cute.
Did you think it was cute when I was 8 and set fire to the garage?
And a simple pair of bone pumps will pull it all together.
Mother, there's something you need to know. Something I've been afraid to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pregnant again, and President Clinton is the father. Even though Collier's a Republican, he doesn't care because he's having an affair with Butch McGinty down at the Arco station.
Is there something you want to talk to me about, dear?
I guess not.
I need you to call the county clerk.
Here's a recipe that uses white champagne mushrooms. I suppose I could always take the portobellos back to DeMayo's.
They're not mushrooms anymore, Odessa. They're doorstops. Let it go.
Top story of the day, school shooting at Lathrop High. One student is reported dead, although reports at this time can't confirm. It's the first incident of a school-related gun fatality since last year.
Oh, so she's okay.
What happened?
Never shot Larry Hugh, but got hold of a gun somewhere. We were waiting to hear from our lawyers.
No. No, no.
Larry, Nevis, my baby. Nevis, my baby. Stop pushing him. It was self-defense. Tell them it was self-defense. I mean, that's what it was. He was just protecting himself, please. Tell me he was just protecting himself.
You know it's open.
Do you think it's possible for people to change?
Renee says we can't change other people. We can only change ourselves.
She's probably right. Honey. You're crying. You don't have to cry about this anymore. I mean, go ahead if you want to. I hate it when people tell me not to cry.
Can I ask you something we've never talked about before?
Sure.
You and Daddy had to get married, didn't you?
If you mean, was I pregnant? Yeah.
Would you do it different if you could?
Well, if that hadn't happened, I would have loved to finish college and win the Pulitzer Prize. Then I might not have married your dad, and then I would never have had you, and I just can't imagine my life without you, which is probably why I get so nuts sometimes.
How old were you when you got pregnant?
I'm sure you've done the math. Why are you asking me this now?
It's just... Some of the kids are having sex, Mom, and I don't want to.
Well, then you don't have to, darling.
But I didn't want to get in that car either, and I did.
Oh, shh, shh, shh. It's okay. It's okay. I think it's a good thing this happened now. Guess this is how we learn. And thank God nobody got hurt. It's so hard, isn't it? Knowing what's right and screwing up anyway. I know, because I have made some blister-ass mistakes in my life. I know, Kel, I look at you sometimes, and it's just like I'm going back in a time machine or something, like I've got a chance to do it over again and say something like, oh, don't go there. You get burned. But it's not my life I'm watching, it's your life. And if I live it, then you'll never find your wings so you can fly. I'll want you to fly so much, Kelly. I want you to fly so much.
So mad at me? Never said I was mad. Sorry I said I couldn't do stuff with you anymore. I made a mistake.
Pleasant morning, Miss Renee. Mary Elizabeth, you've been jumping on and off that thing all morning. Take a break before your spine collapses.
Then you'll be all bent over like Lou Ann McPherson. Her nose practically touches the ground when she walks. Yeah, well, she's been a woman for 100 years. I have to start first.
What's all this talk about being a woman?
I got my gift this week, Miss Otis.
Oh, that's wonderful, Renee. My deepest sympathies.
And I want mine, too.
I think someone's giving you wrong information, Mary Elizabeth. You'll never be a woman if your ovaries fall out. Now, you know, give me that thing. This is supposed to be a toy, not a curse. Now, you two stop worrying about being women and go be little girls.
Want to go run around the lake? That's not a womanly thing to do. That's not true. My mama told me all about Wilma Rudolph. She's a Negro. And even though she was born with polio, she won 3 gold medals at the Olympics 3 years ago. Besides, I've had it with being a woman.
You have?
Yeah, my stomach hurt really bad. You could go down to the river and skip rocks. Mine always sink. Show you how to do it right. And I'm sure one day I'll get my gift. Since you know all about it, you can help me. Tell me how long my stomach will hurt this time.
I've got the worst cramps.
Great, that means I'm gonna start.
How you holding up?
I don't know. Just seeing that body wrapped up in a sheet and knowing there was a 14-year-old little boy in there. Nevis in handcuffs. It's horrible. Both mothers were there.
They both lost a child.
I'm sorry I called you a bitch.
Well, it's not like I didn't have it coming. The world's such a minefield of crap these days, and I'm so afraid Kelly's gonna step in it up to her eyeballs.
I wish I could help.
I'll tell you what, if she does step in it, you can clean her shoes. That's a good job for an aunt. And thank you for calling things the way you saw them. You were right about a lot of it.
Right, what's that? Mom always says, life would come together when I realized I could be right or I could be happy.
My mother always said that my life would come together with a simple pair of bone pumps. I think it was a lot easier to be a kid when we were growing up.
Sometimes. Hey, I'm going down to the swimming hole and looking naked boys.
Oh, you know I do.
I know you do. You haven't changed, Mary Elizabeth. You haven't changed at all.
Morning, Father. You okay?
Good morning. I want you to meet a friend of mine, Renee Jackson, Father Mulcahy.
Good morning. Oh, it was a beautiful sermon.
Thank you, and welcome. And how are you this morning, Mrs. Otis?
Well, it'd be better if you still did the Mass in Latin.
Now, Mrs. Otis, isn't it better when you know what I'm saying?
But it's more soothing when you can't understand the words.
Yeah, that's enough, Mama. Come on, let's go home. I see, Bob.
Ever since they stopped doing it in Latin, Frank won't kiss me. He dresses like a priest, but he's really a gigolo. Really.
So that's why he meets with the women's club twice a week.
Mary Elizabeth, don't encourage her. Now, honey, why don't you take Grandma home? Y'all can spend the morning together.
Daddy, don't do this to me today. Not today. I told you I couldn't. I've got 2 papers due. I haven't even done the research yet, and I got a bunch of pies I got to make for Davis's bake sale at his school.
Honey, something's come up.
What is with you? Every week you got some kind of excuse. You know, she's not going to be around forever, and she needs you.
Oh, now, honey, you get along with her better than any of us. So you just go on. I want to spend the day with my grandson and my son-in-law.
Watching football.
We men folk have to bond, you know.
Besides, it smells funny at Mima's.
Hush, Davis.
cancel the walk. It's fine by me.
No, that's the one thing that I want to do for me. Oh, Lord. Grandma.
You don't fool me, Frank Parker. You're just a gigolo.
Hush, Irene, you're gonna blow my cover.
Who's buying your kisses now? Mavis Streeter? Rose DuPont? They can't take care of you like I can.
Come on now, darling. Leave old Frank alone.
I can take care of him.
I know you can. Come
And
on
I can
now.
take care of you, too.
I know you can.
Father, so sorry. I think she must have forgotten her medication today. Grandma.
That's all right, Mary Elizabeth.
Hey, Grandma, come on. I want you to tell me all about you and Frank Parker. Sure you have some tales.
Any day now, I will hear you say goodbye, my love, and you'll be on your way. In my wild, beautiful world, you will outflow. It isn't now. I'll be gone alone.
Hey, Mama, how's brunch? What's that you making? Sweet potato pies. I needed some help with the bake sale at Davis's school.
Graham Kimbrough told me to ask, are you still a Baptist? Or have you gone over to the Catholics? You use graham cracker crust to make sweet potato pie?
Uh-huh. I tried it in D.C. It's wonderful. And no, I have not converted. I'm just checking out the competition.
I saw your Aunt Della and Uncle John. They in trouble. Seems your cousin has joined a cult.
Crazy Vicky? No way. Now you tell me she started a cult. That I'd believe.
Nay, I'm serious. You put pineapple and walnuts in the pie?
Mm-hmm. On top with whipped cream. Is there a problem?
Oh, no. That's the way they do it in D.C. Anyway, Vicky got all that money from John's mother, and they worried about her turning it over to the cult. That's too much sugar. Oh, honey, you got to talk to her. Now, I told Della not to do a thing till you got a chance to...
Mom.
Aunt Della is your daddy's baby sister, and they need your help. So I invited them over here for supper tonight.
Fine.
Maybe next Sunday, you and Vicky can come to church, and afterwards we can all go out to brunch together.
Anything is possible if you have faith.
So the heathen shall fear the name of the Lord, and all the kings of the earth thy glory.
Psalm 102, verse 15.
That oven's too hot. You gonna burn them fancy pies.
She's asleep. Can we go soon?
Shh, stop that. Come over here. I want to show you a little something. Come here. Look at this.
Is this you and Renee?
Yeah. And that old lady over there painted it.
Good afternoon, Miss Sims. How's our patient today?
Well, she was sleeping. At least she was until you arrived.
Asleep at this time of day? Now, if she sleeps during the day, she won't sleep at night. The elderly are just like babies, you know.
Would you mind?
Matthew, what is it? What?
It's me, honey. Mary Elizabeth, your favorite granddaughter.
I thought Teresa was my favorite.
You.
You've been watching me sleep all day? You must have something better to do with Sunday.
Well, I can't think of anything special. Look over there. Kelly picked you some roses.
Roses. Your great-granddaddy brought me roses every day.
Well, now, Mrs. Otis, time for your alcohol rub. Let's sit up now.
Wait,
Come on.
wait. I'll do this, okay? Maybe you could find something else to do. Maybe make her a little lunch. Maybe fix some iced tea.
Won't take me but a minute.
Take your time, honey.
That's my girl. Defender of the faith and protector of the good.
Come on, let's play Bonanza. I'll be Little Joe and you can be Hop Sing. I'm not gonna be Hop Sing. I'm Adam. That makes you my little brother, and you have to do what I say. You can't be Adam. Oh, yes, I can.
No, we got it. None of your business.
Come on. That's Collier. Hold on, Collier. I'll help you. Stop, or I'll shoot. I believe in nonviolence, but you better not hurt my friends. Now get. And don't you come back neither. Great work, Renee. See? Told you I could play Adam. Collier? You okay? Yeah, but he's not doing too good. Hannah, we can take him over to Grandma Otis's. She'll save the cat's eye that was hanging out of socket. Are you sure, Mary Elizabeth? Of course I'm sure. First, we have to make a stretcher. Collier, give me your jacket. Renee, go and find some sticks. Hurry, time's wasting. Looks awful bad. If it does, we can have a funeral mass, and I can be the priest. You can't be a priest, you're a girl. I'm always the priest. Well, you can't do everything, Mary Elizabeth. You can be the altar boy. Is there anything else we can do, Mrs. Otis?
Oh, you can pray, child.
Daddy says it's humane to put a sick animal out of its misery.
Honey lamb, your daddy says a lot of things that aren't the be-all and end-all. We've done all we can. Now old Cat has to decide if it wants to live.
Is Daddy wrong?
Let's just say your father and I agree to disagree on a lot of things.
I love my father, but he has certainly been working on my nerves lately, treating Grandma like she's dead and gone already.
Well, maybe that's what he's worried about. Sometimes people avoid the issue by avoiding the person.
For the past 30 years? Oh, please, you are too kind.
Yeah, well, you know, maybe he's just...
Yeah, expecting me to do everything just like everybody else, and now my paper's gonna be late. And then I have to endure the condescending patience of my 12-year-old trying to teach me how to work the internet.
I mean, are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Just haven't had a cigarette in 3 days. That's a whole lot of anxiety to work off. Come on, let's go faster. Collier, you are my hero.
No.
But what about the bake sale?
I will think about that tomorrow. Come on in. Hey! How y'all doing?
Hello, Collier.
Daddy, what's happened?
We just left the police station. Mama was picked up on Jackson Street, alone, half naked.
What?
She's all right.
All right. Daddy, you see, how many times have I told you she needs somebody full-time living with her?
And that's why your mother and I have decided to find a nursing home.
No, you are not going to put Grandma in a home.
Honey, it is the best thing.
For who, Daddy? For you? Just put her away so she can be somebody else's problem, just as long as she's not yours.
You got no call to talk to me that way. She's my mother, and I love her just as much as you do.
Since when?
Mary Elizabeth.
We've made our decision.
Over my dead body. She'll live with us.
Mary Elizabeth.
She's family, Collier. Somebody's got to look after family.
But she's family, Uncle John. You really want to do this?
She's crazy. Always has been. If it's not one thing, it's another.
Andela, I know Vicky's always been wild, but what exactly is she into? Is she a Buddhist?
No, I don't think that's it. She's wearing one of those dots on her face. We haven't seen her in over a month. Oh, this sweet potato with graham cracker crust.
Yes, it's delicious.
It's a cult, plain and simple. We raised Vicky to be a good Baptist. Now, there's no reason for her to go off to some foreign thing unless she's been brainwashed.
Those people scare me.
Those people? Do you hear yourself? That's what they used to say about black folks.
Don't even try and compare the two.
Mama, religious freedom is
Don't
just
you
as...
start preaching to me about religious freedom. You haven't been to church in the past month.
Child's lost her mind. And I'll be damned if I see my mother's hard-earned money thrown away to some cult.
If you have her declared incompetent, are you prepared to take control of every aspect of her life? Every day? Look, Let me go check out this organization, talk to Vicky, see if there's even a case before we get into some kind of costly legal situation.
You go ahead and talk to her if you want to. But if you won't see that she's declared incompetent, there's plenty of lawyers in Birmingham who will. Nice pie.
You want me to pack your lunch?
No.
You know, any day you want, you can tell me what's on your mind.
What difference would it make?
She's got Alzheimer's, Collier. What other choice do I have? She's my grandmother.
And so now we got a new member of our house who we love, but who goes in and out of her mind and needs constant supervision.
Sounds like Kelly's twin sister.
And you don't even discuss it with me. It already feels like we got our hands full.
I dropped my classes.
Yeah, right. You've been wanting to go back to school ever since Davis was born. No. I'll keep on at the salt mines and mind my own business.
Nene, is that you? Nene! Oh, girl, how are you?
Rod, huh?
Yeah, girl, Rod was Christian's girlfriend, but look at you. Is that Donna Karen? Must be. How come I haven't seen you since you've been back? What are you doing here? The mama seen you? Come on now, tell the truth, shame the devil.
You haven't changed a bit. You're still talking a mile a minute.
Yeah, neither have you, so what's up?
You know what's up. Vicky, what is this place? And why haven't you been to see your folks or been to church?
Come on, sit down. Daddy told me not to come home until I washed my face and wore some decent clothes. What? If they can't handle the way I dress, then I'm sorry for them, because I am who I am.
This is out there even for you, Vicky.
You'd be surprised just how in there all this is.
Vicky, this is not the kind of talk that your folks want to hear.
I bet you're still the dutiful daughter, huh? Going to church every Sunday.
Actually, I'm not. I've been kind of busy lately.
You don't have to fool me. I know what you're feeling. Last year, it felt like church and religion was dry and empty, but it was me, Nay. I was dry. Girl, God is on the inside, and once you can see that, then you can see him on the outside and in everything and everywhere.
I can't sleep here. Take me home.
You are home, Grandma. You live with us now.
I don't like this room. Where are all my things? My music box. I want the silk kimono, honey lamb.
Yeah, Grandma.
I can't sleep here.
Well, you can't go dancing either. Come back here. Whoop, hop, hop, hop. Darling. Come on. I'm going to help you back in the bed here. And I want you to lay down, and I want you to take your medicine, and I want you to go to sleep. Do you understand me? Mm-hmm. Okay. That's a girl.
Mary Elizabeth.
Yes, ma'am?
What happened? Did I do something wrong?
No, everything's okay.
No, it's not. Was I bad? Did I do something bad?
Grandma, everything is fine.
I don't want to be a burden. I can take care of myself. I always took care of myself.
Yes, you have.
This isn't the way it's supposed to be. I didn't want it to be like this.
Irene Otis, I want you to hush. I love you so much. Do you know that?
My rosary. Did you bring my rosary?
Yes, ma'am. They're right here. Oh. Let's go.
Kitty convividet regnat in unit spiritus sancta per omne secca secalorum. Ave Christe Rex.
Now, cover it.
Now say amen, and I'll take you all for ice cream.
Amen. Is that part of Catholic funerals? It is around here. Now say amen. Amen. What's the matter, Collier? Don't you want ice cream?
Yeah, I guess.
What you crying for?
I didn't cry, Mary Elizabeth.
Yes, you are. Wasn't even your cat, you crybaby. Hey, Collier! Should have called him a name at me. It was a funeral. Supposed to cry when somebody dies. But it was stupid. A boy crying over that cat. My daddy says there's nothing wrong with boys crying. It's natural. My daddy says boys who cry are soft. I ain't gonna cry either. I don't want to be soft, but you shouldn't be mean to Collier. Thought you liked him. Let him kiss you. Yeah. Well, now he's like a puppy, always following me around and looking at me funny. That's because he cares about you, and you care about him. But you're scared to admit it. I ain't scared of nothing, Renee Jackson. Nothing at all.
Mom, will you get my jacket from Mima's room?
You can get it, Kelly. She's not gonna bite.
Mary Elizabeth, I know you're sneaking out to see that boy.
Mima, it's me.
You planning on having sex with that Collier Sims?
Mima, it's me.
Hush, child. Now, you listen to me. Don't you open your legs to that boy, or your kids will turn out crazy as bedbugs. Come here. I want to tell you something.
Oh, Mima, did you... Are you okay?
Help me. I need to get up.
Mom, get up here quick!
Come on, lift me.
Mom!
Help me up.
What is it?
Oh, God. Hey, hi, Grandma. I'm right here, honey. I'm right here. Listen, I want you to go run a bath for Grandma, and then I need you to help me get these sheets off the bed, all right? I'm right here. I got you. Breaks my heart to put her in diapers. I hate this.
Maybe your daddy was right.
No. No. We can handle this. I left Kelly and Davis in charge. It's good for them to have a little responsibility. And I can't just throw her away. You know, if it wasn't for Grandma Otis, we could never have been friends.
That's the truth. What about Teresa? Can't she help?
If you can talk my sister into leaving L.A., you are a better man than I am. Oh, for Pete's sake, it's just a cat. Honey, oh, you must be starving. Oh, honey lamb. Isn't it just like Daddy to forget the cat? Come on, sweetheart. Let's see if we can find you a little tuna in the kitchen.
What shall we pack?
Well, she wants her music box and her silk kimono for starters.
Emmy?
What?
The stairs. Remember the forbidden staircase? Let's go down.
You go. I don't want to go.
Mary Elizabeth, I'm surprised at you.
Don't you remember what Grandma said? Don't you ever, ever, ever go down those stairs. If you do, you will never be seen again. You can scream and cry.
I'm going down, and so are you. You open it.
You open it?
Okay, okay.
Holy moly.
Whoa.
Look at this.
April 1920, June 1921. These must be her journals.
A room of her own. Who wrote that? Virginia Woolf. Yeah. Grandma would have a room like this. Can't you just see her? Kids upstairs asleep, husband at the club, Irene sitting down here burning the midnight oil.
Sound familiar?
Oh, yeah, in my dreams I have a room like this. Irene Otis. My goodness. Wife, mother, world traveler, historian.
Playmate, confidant. Remember when she set you straight about womanly things?
Mary Elizabeth O'Brien, I want you to sit there and listen to me.
Yes, ma'am, but why I gotta wear perfume? It stinks.
You remember that time she let you put all that face powder and rouge on your face and those Shirley Temple curls?
I look like Bozo the Clown.
Oh, your mama was fit to be tied. My gosh. Can you adjust the sound on these things?
Emo's gone.
What do you mean gone?
I went upstairs. She's not there. She's not anywhere. Mom, I don't know how, but she's gone. Grandma! Grandma!
If anyone is brought in that fits her description, would you please call us right away? Thank you.
I can't find her.
I've called every hospital in town, nothing.
Did Collier call?
Yeah, he's on his way back from the police station.
Every window, every door in this house was locked, Mom, I swear.
Well, something wasn't locked. Where was Davis?
Right next to me the whole time.
Do you think... Don't you think she went home to her house?
How?
I don't know, Renee.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Honey, get my cigarettes. Daddy hides them someplace in here.
Come here, boy.
The dog door.
You think?
I'm going back.
Where?
Grandma's house. She's there. Please, God, I know she's there. Don't ask me why. Just, Kelly, I'll call you when I get there. Grandma!
You check down here. I'll look upstairs.
There you are. Come on, now, come on, gal. Don't make me tell you again. You run when I call you. Help me with my dress. Don't dawdle. Come on. Brush my hair. I want my hair to look perfect. Pin it up the way Mamie Dewhurst does her hair.
But in every shop window,
Yes, ma'am.
I'd been passing by. Then in manner of fashion, I'd frown.
Where'd this come from? Stockholm? No, in France. Open it, child. My second husband, John Cotard, bought it for me. Whenever I hear that music, I think of him. Now, you girls are at an age where you're ready to learn about the finer intangibles of life. Intangibles. Things that are not seen or touched, but are very real and important. What makes something beautiful? What makes a friend? What is it that makes you fall in love with someone?
I ain't never fallen in love.
Mary Elizabeth, you'll be in love before you even know it. And when you fall in love, it will be everything and forever. Now, through the years, my travels have taken me to many places, and I've learned many things about many things. But especially about love. Now, this is for you, Mary Elizabeth. It's for your wedding day to that nice Collier Sims.
Told you, Emmy. Grandma, how do you know? You got a crystal ball?
Oh, you don't need a crystal ball to know what's true, Mary Elizabeth. For instance, I can see that you think Collier Sims is weak because he cared about that cat. You probably got that from your daddy. But I'm here to tell you that it took a lot of courage to show his feelings like that, and you ought to respect that in a man.
But I thought courage meant being brave and fighting, and not being afraid. Collier fought those two boys all by himself.
That's not all it means, Mary Elizabeth. When I was in Paris, yes, in Paris, I learned it's a great deal more. You see, the word courage comes from the French. It means heart. That Collier has a whole lot of heart, Mary Elizabeth O'Brien. And you're gonna need that in your life. Believe me.
Honey, let me get the bed. How's your back?
Hell, it's fine shit. This grandma owed us. Got to take care of the woman who gave us Kama Sutra for our wedding night. Still a couple positions we haven't tried yet.
Ha, trying by yourself, tired as I am.
Alouette, je ne t'ai plus moré, je ne t'ai plus moré la tête, je ne t'ai plus moré la tête.
Good morning.
Good morning, honey lamb. Now you sit right down. I don't want you to do a thing. Collier's made a pot of coffee. I told you he was a good man. The kids are fed and off to school. And here's your coffee, just the way you like it.
Thank you. Did Daddy call yet? He was supposed to be here by now.
No, honey. Nobody called.
That son of yours.
What's wrong?
Oh, he was just supposed to visit this morning while I did some errands, that's all.
Well, don't worry about me. You go on. I can be fine by myself.
Mm-hmm. Leave those dishes, Gran. I'll do them.
No such thing, sweetheart. You've done so much for me lately. And I'm sorry about last night. I know what. It was just one of my spells.
Don't worry about it. You're here with me now. Everything's gonna be fine.
Yes, honey lamb. You know, I'm so glad you brought over some of my things, but there's one thing in particular that I want. And I was wondering, could we go by the house this morning? I'd really appreciate it. And I'll never trouble you again, I promise.
Sure, we can do that. Get that old cat of yours, too.
Yes, Mr. Tangerine. Let's not forget him.
Thank you all for coming. Uncle John, Aunt Della, I understand your concerns about the religion that Vicky's following.
But it ain't a religion, it's a cult. They're idol worshippers.
Hinduism is not a cult, Daddy. Millions of people practice it. Now, I'd welcome a theological discussion with you anytime.
You can't talk about God when you dress like you're in the circus.
Uncle John, let's stick to the point. You want to establish if Vicky is competent to handle the inheritance bequeathed to her, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, Aunt Della, Uncle John, what behavior does Vicky exhibit that you think is questionable?
Well, look at her. She's smiling. She smiles all the time. This is serious, and she's smiling.
Daddy, did you ever think that maybe I'm just happy with my life?
What's happy got to do with it? Who says life's supposed to be happy? You live your life. You work. Maybe you get married and raise a family. If you feel happy once in a while, fine. Half-wits are always happy all the time.
She is not a half-wit. And you know, you ought to try to be happy once in a while yourself. Sit down.
How can I be happy when my child's going off the deep end?
I'm not a child, Daddy.
Then stop acting like one. Or I'll take my mother's money and you can forget about being in this family.
Oh, John!
I mean it, Della. I won't have...
All right, time out. Now, Uncle John, did you just hear yourself? Like you would have one day's joy with your child out of your life.
I am not.
And you know better. Why can't you see that you will always be their child? They can't help it. It's built in.
That's the truth.
They don't want to control you, honey. They just want to know that you're safe. Vicky.
Great. Great. Now she's in a trance.
Victoria Marie, what? If you don't open...
I heard you, cuz. I heard you. I was just trying to listen.
You?
Yes, me. It's about time, don't you think? You're right, Renee. I should know better. It doesn't have to be like this. Mama, Daddy, if you're worried about Granny's money, don't be. I'll make you a present of it.
Excuse me? You'd give away the money to us?
Didn't you always teach me it's better to give than to receive?
Yeah, but what would your guru guy say?
That's just what I was thinking. And you know what? He'd say respect your mother and father. Love your mother and father. See God in your mother and father.
You'd be prepared to let go of your inheritance?
The money's not the issue, Nene. I mean, if it comes to me, believe me, I'll use it well. But if it doesn't, I'll continue without it. And yes, Daddy, I'll still be happy. And if that makes me a half-wit, then so be it.
I don't understand. Why can't you ever be like other people? Why do you always have to be different?
Daddy, it's all God, so what's the problem?
Oh, take the money. Go ahead, I don't care. If you squander it, it's my mother's problem. God rest her soul, not mine. Come on, Della. Let's get out of here.
So you think I'm a halfwit too?
No. Rod, huh? Listen, if I go to your center, do I have to wear a dot on my face?
No, cuz. Come any way you want.
All right.
Some of my best work.
Why'd you stop?
Well, I don't know. I think I got distracted or redirected some of my energies.
That was the new mechanic down at Joe's Auto, wasn't it?
Yes, honey lamb, I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to have this.
No, Grandma, that's yours. We'll put that in your room.
No, I want you to take it and put it in your room. Trust me. It's better if you redistribute these things before you go, so there's no arguments after the fact.
Well, we got plenty of time to think about all that. Why don't you just...
Sweetheart, you don't know how much time I've got. It's just not up to you. So you take this picture and anything else that you want. Do you know how much I love you? You have been the light of my life. You truly have.
Oh, Grandma, I love you.
That vase is from Rome. Look pretty in your little workroom. Why don't you take it? Go get it. Go on. And give this music box to Miss Renee. She always loved it. Now I'm gonna go take care of Mr. Tangerine. So you go on and pick out some more things.
Grandma?
Courage, honey, courage. It means heart.
Careful on the steps, Grandma. You know, I think that would look pretty good in my office. Hey! Well, look who's here.
Hey there.
Grandma's looking for you. Hey, Gran! Mr. Tangerine's up here!
Emmy?
How could she do this? She didn't have to do this. I was gonna take care of her. I was gonna take good care of her. She would have been fine. Here. She wanted you to have that. Generous, huh?
Emmy, she left this for you.
No! What could she say that would make this right? Trash. It's all trash. It belongs in the garbage.
Emmy, we can take care of this later.
Courage, she says. It means heart. And then she pulls a stunt like this. Yeah, Grandma, it takes a lot of courage to kill yourself.
Mary Elizabeth.
She left us. She didn't even say goodbye. How could she leave me and not let me say goodbye?
Here you go, Father.
Will Mary Elizabeth be joining us?
No, she's working on something right now.
It is important for the family to be involved in the preparations.
Why don't we start, and Mary Elizabeth will join us when she's ready.
That's fine. Now, did Mrs. Otis leave any instructions?
Cremation?
That's what she wanted. And considering the circumstances, I think a short vigil and then the rite of committal.
A full mass. That's what we're gonna have.
Honey, maybe your daddy's right. The simpler, the better.
What Daddy says ain't the be-all and end-all. The church says it's all right to have a funeral mass, don't they?
Yes, there are rites for those who die by their own hand.
Is Mima gonna go to heaven?
Be quiet, Davis.
That's what our prayers are for, Davis. Forgiveness of the deceased and to comfort those who are still living.
Thank you. I need this mass. We'll have the vigil here. I'll do it all. You won't have to do anything, Daddy. I know that's what you want.
Mary Elizabeth, you are not the only person grieving here.
Relieved is more like it, isn't it? Aren't y'all finally relieved that crazy old Irene Otis isn't going to be around anymore to embarrass you?
Mary Elizabeth!
Daddy.
She wouldn't let me help her. I couldn't. Hell, I learned a long time ago that Irene Otis always did whatever the hell she wanted. She lived and she died on her own terms. Now, I'm not saying I agree with what she did, but I'm not surprised.
I shouldn't have let her out of my sight.
Do you think that would have made a difference?
How can I ever forgive her?
Honey, you and I both know that that woman had a will of her own, and nobody could change it. Not my daddy. Not her children. And not even her hard-headed granddaughter.
Hey, Grandma, what kind are these?
Oh, well, let's see now. You have daffodils mixed in, and buttercups. Oh, and roses. My favorite.
Collier, what you doing?
Hello, Miss Otis. Pretty flowers.
Oh, well, thank you, young man. Here's a sweet flower for a sweet boy.
Thank you. Can I carry your basket?
Oh, thank you. No, you go on and play now. Go on, child. Courage.
Hey, Collier Sounds. There's a new movie at the Majestic. You want to go?
You want to go to the movies with a crybaby?
No, but I'll go with you. Come on, I'll race ya.
It's not much further, I swear.
That's what you said about a mile ago, little Joe.
Watch it, Hobson.
Adam. I'm Adam.
That's it. I remember. It's the only place I can go and get away from my crazy family.
The roses are blooming.
Oh, thank God we found some.
That's it, Shug. We're right here.
Just give me a minute. Well, Grandma, what do you think? Okay. Qui convividet regnet in unit spiritus sancti para omni secca secalorum. Ave Christe Rex.
be mad at me, honey lamb. I know you love me, and I know you would take good care of me. But you know that I always take care of myself, come what may. I've done many things in my life, Mary Elizabeth, and the best thing was sharing it with you. I love you, precious. So, pray the rosary for me like I taught you, and it just might push me closer to heaven. All my love, Irene. God knows I'm gonna miss you, Irene Otis.